Hey, Cardi, number one. What's up, y'all? So, history has been made. Cardi B's single Bodak Yellow topped the Billboard 100 chart at number one this week. Now, this is a big deal because Cardi B is the first female rapper in 20 years to have this honor, and she is only the second solo female rapper to ever have this honor. The woman who did it before was Miss Lauryn Hill with her classic track, That Thing, and that was in 1998. I can't even believe that song came out 20 years ago. So some people are happy about Cardi B's success. Some people are giving her the little bit of side eye, but we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about Cardi B's rise to the top, and we're going to figure out whether or not she deserves the honor. Get your snacks, make sure you get your beverage of choice, and let's get into it. So if you're not 20 years old and younger, you might be thinking, who the hell is Cardi B? So Cardi B is a former exotic dancer, aka a stripper. She first got popular off of Instagram because she was doing a lot of mini rants, and people loved that. She got pretty Instagram famous. So after she got Instagram famous, Cardi was cast on Love and Hip Hop New York. She was really successful on Love and Hip Hop, and she became even more well known. So somewhere around there, she decided that she wanted to rap. So she invested her own money and she got into it. In the beginning, she was begging stations to play her music. People were clowning Cardi left and right. She was performing at malls, she was performing at strip clubs, she was doing whatever. But hard work pays off, and Cardi made it. She got signed with Atlantic, and now she's sitting at the top of the Billboard 100, which is a really major feat to have happen, especially since we haven't had it happen in 20 years. Now, we're going to get into that in a little bit. So let's talk about, does Cardi B deserve it? Now, people are mad. They're saying that Missy Elliott should have gotten the number one. Little Kim should have gotten the number one. Of course, Nicki Minaj should have gotten the number one, etc., etc. And you know what? I agree. I think that they are all amazing artists, especially Missy. I was very surprised that Missy never hit a number one. But that's not really Cardi's fault. I will say that things in the music industry are very different now. A lot of Cardi B's success came from online streaming, as opposed to people buying CDs and records like they did way back when. People were actually streaming, not necessarily because they wanted Cardi to win or they liked the song, but because they were doing it out of dislike for Nicki Minaj, who is the top female rapper in the game, and she's been that way for many years. Or they were doing it because they wanted Cardi to knock Taylor Swift out of the number one spot with her song, Look What You've Done. So this is the state of the industry right now. People are getting number one spots because of Twitter beef and because of social media fame, not because of their talent. I will say that I don't think that Cardi B has been lazy. I do think that she's been working. Now, has she been working as hard as some other rappers like Nicki Minaj, who were working for years and years and years? Not really. But again, the game has changed, and she did it the way that it needs to be done now. I will say, though, that Cardi's team was really pushing for this song to be number one, man. You would think that Cardi was running for president by the way her team was pushing her. They were spamming people's cell phones. They were paying bloggers and beauty gurus to promote the song to get it to be streamed more. The Shade Room, Baller Alert, and all these other blogs were being paid to promote it. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it is what it is. All right, so let's talk about my thoughts on this. Cardi B is really interesting to me. She is like the underdog, and people love an underdog. Is she particularly talented? She's aight. Is the song amazing? It's aight. It's a banger for the summer. I like it. Is it a classic? Probably not. But not every song has to be a classic, you know what I'm saying? My question is, why were people working so hard to get this track to number one and this artist to number one versus any other rapper in recent history? I think it really shows where the music industry is today. Talent isn't really at the forefront. It's more about who's got the Instagram followers, who's got the Twitter followers, who's having beef with who's mad at who's doing whatever behind the scenes to get the track played. I'm not gonna hate on Cardi too much because I'm never gonna hate too much on a woman who has hustled her way to the top. Cardi went from the strip club to making bloody moves, okay? And I can appreciate that. I can appreciate her hustle. But whatever you think about Cardi, I do think that this achievement is huge because I'm hoping that it's going to open up the doors for more female solo rappers to come out and do what she's done. It is out of control that the last time this happened was 20 years ago. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I love being messy in the comments, so please come join us in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you in the next video.